Okay, it's 9 o'clock right now. Actually, a couple seconds before 9 o'clock. I just got into this buy trade. You can see we're just above the 75 level. We've been in a pretty decent uptrend since about, I don't know, quarter after 8. And so, being that we're at the 75, we banged into it, cleared it pretty easily. Went ahead and got into the buy trade. We do have a line at about 87. That's was that about 12 pips away. So I am going to put in a take profit at 87. I mean, this thing could go all the way up to the zeros for all I know, but we do have a pivot line at 93. I know you can't see that on this chart, but I figure if we get 87, that's 12. That's more than halfway to the target for the day. So I'm going to pause it, put in the take profit, and then we'll come back when something's happened. Okay, it looks like we might actually get this one. It's been about 15 minutes I've been sitting in this trade, which is a little unusual doing this. But while I was sitting here, I noticed that volume is way down today. And I mean way down today. On this pair, normally a 1 minute candle is good for 100, 125, 150 orders inside that minute. And we've got candles here that have 14 orders, 41 orders, 16 orders. Nobody's here today, apparently, besides me. So I'm going to exercise a little executive privilege here. Normally I would go for 20 pips. I've made that very, very clear. And we almost got it over here just a minute ago. But with volume being down the way it is, it's just going to be this one trade today. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to bang my head against the wall and try to force a pass into coverage, triple coverage, as they say. If the traders just aren't there, then anybody can come in with any sort of agenda and with any kind of money they can push price around, which is exactly what seems to be happening today. We're seeing some really fast, large moves that are just, they seem to be ignoring most of the lines, although I will say 75 has been more or less doing its job. Price has been hovering around it most of the time, but now we're going backwards again. So once again, I'm going to turn this off and we'll see what happens. Okay, one of my lines had been at 87. That's right, I had my take profit. Given the amount of time that has passed here, it has actually migrated down to about 85. So I'm going to honor the line. I've moved my stop to 85. That'll make this about an 8 pip trade, assuming we even get there, which right now is, as close as we are, is still a big assumption. So, and frankly, if it keeps screwing around much longer, I'm going to hit the eject button. I mean, we're only, there we go. It hit it. All right. In fact, it may actually go to 87 now, but that's 8 pips. As I said a minute ago, low volume on these candles. Half of what we were seeing yesterday. And, yesterday in 45 minutes, we saw multiple trades, took multiple trades, passed on a couple of others through, inattention or distraction or whatever. We've had basically one so far in the first 25 minutes of trading. And this thing, it may continue to move up. I'm not going to say that it's a miserable day for trading. I mean, so far so good, right? But also in situations like this, I really lose my interest in trying to keep going on really lousy days like this. I mean, if the volume was there, I would say fine, let's do it. But I'm just afraid that what we're looking at is, with low volume, you have these guys that can come in with the big accounts and they can really shove price around wherever they want it, regardless of where lines are at, regardless of anything else. They have an agenda to get to a certain price, and with nobody else in the market today, then they have the ability to shove price around and actually accomplish that. So I don't see myself banging my head against the wall here much more. This is Wednesday. Tomorrow, maybe pretty much more of the same, but I mean, I'll come back and I'll trade it anyway. But Friday, I expect to be a pretty good day because it's the last day of the year. All these people are going to be closing out positions to either bank profits or to book losses and, help out on taxes and things like that. So I would expect to see Friday to be a lot more active than, what we've seen here today so far. So I'm going to wrap this up for today. I'll just take my 8 pips and run. I mean, so I didn't get 20. That's all right. I didn't lose anything either, and that's what's important. So see you back here tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a little bit better trading environment. Although honestly, I doubt it. I think it'll be more of the same tomorrow, and then Friday will be, I would hope, much better. So anyway, that's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.